A fork in the road, 1763, and the seeds of conquest, 1763. The 7 Years' War, a global conflict, had just ended. Britain stood victorious over its rivals, France and Spain. They now controlled vast territories in North America, but a crucial decision loomed. Should they focus on consolidating their hold over Canada, or should they turn their attention south towards the increasingly restless 13 colonies? History tells us they chose Canada. But what if, emboldened by victory and wary of colonial defiance, they chose conquest instead? Imagine a Britain hungry for total dominance in North America. They had just crushed the French. They saw the colonists as unruly subjects, not citizens. The stage was set for a different kind of revolution. One where the colonists wouldn't be fighting for liberty, but against a far larger, more powerful foe. This decision, made in the halls of power thousands of miles away, would have reshaped the destiny of a continent and the world. The Red Tide Britain's invasion plan. The British Empire was a military behemoth. Their navy ruled the waves. Their army, though smaller than colonial militias, was professional and experienced. Their plan would have likely focused on swift, decisive action. Control the key ports, Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and cripple the colony's ability to resist. Imagine thousands of redcoats landing on American shores. The might of the British Empire made real. They wouldn't be fighting alone. Loyalist colonists, siding with the Crown, would bolster their ranks. Native American allies, resentful of colonial expansion, would also be crucial. This wouldn't be a war of ideals, not yet. It would be a war of conquest, a war where the survival of the American colonies hung precariously in the balance. A house-divided American resistance without allies. The colonists facing annihilation would have been hard-pressed. Their strength lay in their militias, their familiarity with the land, and their fervent desire for autonomy. But they would be a divided force. Without the crucial support of France, their ability to wage a prolonged war would be severely hampered. Imagine the Continental Army, smaller, less equipped, facing a force designed to crush them. Their spirit, however, would remain unbroken. They would resort to guerrilla tactics, using the vast wilderness to their advantage. The fight for liberty, so central to the American identity, would take on a desperate, brutal edge. Could they win? The odds would be stacked against them, but the seeds of revolution, once sown, are not easily extinguished. Section 4. A Britannia that never set, the long shadow of the crown. Let's imagine for a moment that Britain succeeds. The 13 colonies are brought to heel. The dream of an independent America is snuffed out before it can truly ignite. What then? A larger, more powerful British North America emerges. The American Revolution, the shot heard round the world, never happens. This new North America would be vastly different. Still British, but undeniably shaped by its near rebellion. The question of representation, of self-determination, wouldn't disappear. It would simmer, waiting for its moment to re-emerge. The ripple effects would be felt globally. Without the American Revolution to inspire them, would other revolutions have ignited? Would democracy have found its footing? The world, without its self-proclaimed champion of liberty, might look very different indeed. Section 5. Echoes in Time. A world without a superpower, America. The world without a superpower. America is a world difficult to fathom. The global balance of power, so often defined by the United States, would be up for grabs. Would Britain, its empire even mightier, have taken on that mantle? Or would another nation, perhaps a resurgent China or a united Europe, have risen to fill the void? The butterfly effect of this alternate history is staggering. The Napoleonic Wars, the World Wars, the Cold War, all would have played out differently. Even the very fabric of our daily lives, the technology we use, the culture we consume, the very idea of what it means to be American would be fundamentally altered. It's a tantalizing, if unsettling, thought experiment. A reminder that history, for all its seeming inevitability, is often shaped by the most contingent of events. A single decision made in 1763 could have set the world on a radically different course, a course where the United States as we know it might never have existed. And that in itself is a truly mind-boggling thought.